you come from?
We've just come from Ramallah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, first let's introduce yourself to us.
Okay, I'm Louise. I'm from England, but I live in Spain. And I've come to Palestine to come cycling from the north right to the south. Last year, I spent one day in Hebron, and I found it very sad seeing the checkpoints right in the middle, the Israeli settlement there. It affected me a lot, that did. And I thought, I want to go back to Palestine and see the rest of it, because other people had told me about this spirit that the Palestinian people have, this fighting spirit, and I want to go and I want to see that. So that's my heart was in Palestine already. That's where my heart fell in love with Palestine.
Oh, I love that.
And this year I decided, what shall I do for a holiday? I wanted to take 2 weeks away from being a mum, because I have 2 children. And I thought I'd like to go cycling because it's a very free way of moving around. And then I thought, okay, if I could choose anywhere in the world, where? And I just went Palestine.
Louise, tell us more about that. You said being on a bike, you feel free. What do you think about checkpoints and freedom of movement in Palestine?
Okay, obviously it's so different from Europe. In Europe, I live in Spain. I could cycle into France, into Germany, and nobody would stop me. It would be very free. In Palestine, we'd go through a checkpoint. The soldiers would come out. I was with a group of the Palestinian cyclists, and the soldiers saw that, and so they'd come out and start saying, you know, what are you doing? And when they saw that I was English, they said, no, we just want to see if you're okay. We're just worried about you. And like, yeah, okay. The other thing was we were in the desert.
Yeah.
It was really hot. We'd run out of water. And I said, well, there's a supermarket just over there. We can go and get some water. And they said, no, because it's the Israeli supermarket. We don't want to go because we don't want the humiliation of the treatment. We'll get there. We'll carry on another 20 kilometres to Hebron. And it's really, really hot. And I'm thinking, 20 kilometres with no water.
Yeah.
And a bit further on, we passed a small Palestinian village. And the kids came out with iced water for us, you know.
For everybody.
Such a difference, yeah.
You said you fell in love with Palestine. What's the best thing you like about Palestine?
The people. My goodness. Everybody welcomes you in, have a tea. It's just so generous. And people who have hardly anything, the Bedouin camp, the Bedouin villagers, they came in, would you like some tea? And they have nothing. I mean, really, for me, that is a lesson for the world, you know, for other people in the world. Your generosity, hospitality, the peacefulness as well in your hearts.
I'm glad you like it here.
Yeah.
Do you wear this at night or also daytime?
The jacket, I wear it all the time. It's very important for the cars.
Why?
Because even though it's daytime, if you're wearing this, they can see you from a lot further away. I also wear it because it's Cycling Palestine, and they've helped me a lot, and I want to promote their group. They're a fantastic group, incredible. They're giving out lots of really positive messages. They're encouraging women to do sport here in Palestine, to start cycling, which is quite a new thing, I think. I was cycling with a girl from Cycling Palestine. She's from a refugee camp. She was amazing. Her parents don't know she cycles. When she goes home, she has to lock her bike at a petrol station, and then she walks home to sleep in her house, and her parents have no idea. To see her cycling was amazing. It was really freedom. She's on a mountain bike going down the hill like this, It was so beautiful to see that. Cycling Palestine also has managed to get young people away from the computers,
Yes.
out of the cities.
Yes, to the real life.
Yeah, to explore their land of Palestine.
So Louise, can you tell us about your biking trip in Palestine?
Yeah, we cycled through the north, and we stopped the first night in a small village near the wall. It was quite funny actually, because it started to get dark, and we stopped at a bus stop, and I think people had seen us, and a government worker came out with his car, and he said, "Oh, you know, who are you?" And so they explained to Palestine, cycling Palestine. "Oh, we thought you were Israelis who had got lost, and I've come to help you." But, okay, come to the village, that's fine. He said we didn't want you to have any problems.
Any problem.
So that just shows that the Palestinians had come to help the Israelis, you know.
See, the world should know that.
Yeah, that was funny.
What do you think about that? What do you think about the injustice in Palestine?
It's unbelievable. The people outside Palestine don't see the injustices happening here. When I told my mum I was coming, she said, "Oh no, Louise, you can't go there. You have 2 small children. You have responsibilities." I said, "Mum, that's what you've seen on the television. That is not true.
Yeah.
I'm going there because I know that it's safe, it's fine, it'll be fine." And so my idea is to show what I've seen here to the world, because I've seen it, I've been here. I plan to write to biking magazines, I think they'll be interested, and explain about the journey. I'll be going into schools, just sharing my experience with what's going on here. I really don't know how you guys are still smiling. And the cyclists that I was with, they just make jokes about it. I mean, underneath you can see the humiliation and the hurt, but to be able to cope with it, you just joke, you know, just making jokes.
Yeah, it's like we're surviving.
Yeah.
I don't want to say we're adapting to it, but we're surviving it. We have to.
Yeah, you're fighting. You're saying, "Hey, I have a right to smile, to have fun on my bike."
Yes.
You really can teach the other countries about living, your philosophy of life.
Thank you. That's a great thing to say about Palestinians, really. Yeah. But I want to hear more. What do you advise? What's your advice to foreigners and internationals who are thinking of coming to Palestine but maybe afraid to come? And people tell them, or the media misrepresents Palestine and as a dangerous place. As you know, people are afraid of that. Tell us more about that.
It's absolutely ridiculous, basically. I've never felt so safe in a country. So I'm staying in Ramallah right now. It's a big city, don't know anybody. And I went out at night, I was walking in the streets, chatting to people. It was absolutely fine, it was very safe. And to say that for a big city is quite something, you know? And then when you're on your bike cycling through the countryside, I mean, we stopped under the shade of an olive tree. Straight away, the people from the farmhouse came out and offered us tea. There's just such a feeling of peace. But next year, I'm coming with my kids.
Yeah, people will love your kids here. And they will love it here.
Yeah, and so if that says about the safety in Palestine, I think that says a lot about a mum bringing her 2 small children.
Luis, we talked about the injustice in Palestine and freedom of movement that Palestinians don't have. How would you like to see Palestine in 100 years?
Well, as it was before. It was a country where Muslims, Jews and Christians lived together peacefully, could move around the whole territory. These walls out, restrictions out, soldiers out, just to let you get on with life and living, because you have such a strong spirit, you know. And I know that you would be very happy to share your land with anybody like you've shared it with me these last 2 weeks, you know. Yeah.
Great. I would love to see that too.
Yeah.
Louise, it's a pleasure meeting you here in Palestine. We want to thank you, or it's called Shukran, thank you for being in Palestine and coming here to bike with people and just being in Palestine in general. Thank you very much.
Well, I want to say a big thank you, and my parents also want to say a big thank you for you all looking after me. They're very, very grateful for it.
And we hope to see your kids next year.
Yeah, definitely, with the bikes.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Shukran.
Shukran.